Hello, today I'm going to show you how you can install the Tradexpro Exchange on your server. To begin with, let me tell you that we provide free installation on your server. That is, if you want, you can install the Tradexpro Exchange on your server for free. Now, if you really prefer to install Tradexpro Exchange on your server by yourself, then you can continue watching this video, and let me tell you that it should have some previous experience in installing websites on Linux based OS. Right, so to start we need two things. First, you need a VPS server. I have a VPS server that I have installed Ubuntu on, and I have a domain. The domain is tradexpro.xyz, and I also created a subdomain named admin.tradexpro.xyz. So I'm going to serve the exchange front end on tradexpro.xyz and the admin panel on admin.tradexpro.xyz. To do that, first thing I had to do is I had to point this domain and this subdomain to my VPS server IP. Okay, so I've done all that, and then I had to access my VPS server with the SSH access provided by the hosting provider. Okay, so I am inside my VPS server. Now let's go back to the installation documentation. This installation documentation is available on our support system. So yes, the first step, we have accessed the server with SSH access. Now I'm going to check the operating system version with this command, and I see that I have installed Ubuntu version 22, which is good. Now I'm going to run the second command, sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. This command updates the system and all its packages to the latest version. This command might take some time to complete. There are some commands inside the entire installation documentation that should take some time to complete, and I will notify which commands take time to complete processing. Is asking whether I want to install the package maintainers version. Yes, I want to install the package maintainer version, so I clicked OK. Now remember, this is a freshly installed Ubuntu server. I made sure that this is a freshly installed Ubuntu server because when I have just installed Ubuntu on my server, it has absolutely nothing without the operating system. So without the operating system, this VPS had absolutely nothing else installed. As you may have seen that our exchange, you cannot install the exchange on a server that has cPanel. So this server does not have cPanel. Kernel upgrade, okay, no problem. This pop-up is asking me which services I want to restart. So let's restart all of the services that this suggests. Alright, okay, that part's done. Now we're going to install Nginx. Nginx, yes. Some of these commands, they will ask your confirmation for installation. You'll have to type Y or yes or something similar. To check if Nginx is running without an error, we'll run this one. Yes, Nginx is running. Now Apache is a web server similar like Nginx, but if both Apache and Nginx are installed on the same server, they cannot run simultaneously. In order for Nginx to run properly, if Apache is also installed, I have to disable Apache. So these commands disable Apache. If you did not install Apache, probably you do not have Apache on your server, so that's not a problem. But let me just show you that I am trying to stop and disable Apache services. Right. Systemctl restart Nginx service. This command restarts Nginx. Okay, no harm in running this command. Nginx was restarted successfully. Otherwise, I would see some error here. Then run the following commands to add repository for PHP 8.3. Right, we are going to install PHP 8.3. To do that, we need to add the repositories. So asking me to press enter. I pressed enter. Right, after adding any repository, you have to run sudo apt update. Then install PHP 8.3. This command will install PHP 8.3. And I hope you have noticed that they asked for confirmation, and I typed Y. PHP 8.3 is being installed. Okay, let's check the PHP version. And yes, PHP 8.3 has now been installed. Now we're going to install the extensions required, PHP extensions required for our exchange. Let's copy the next command. This is for installing PHP 8.3 FPM. PHP 8.3 FPM. I typed Y because it asked for confirmation. Hit enter. Right, then there are these extensions. There are a lot of them. PHP 8.3 CLI, 8.3 Common, 8.3 MySQL, 8.3 BCMath, a lot of them. Okay, so let's copy that. Hit enter. This command is going to take some time to execute because, like I said, there are so many extensions being installed. Okay, alright, and it was installed. Okay, now I'm going to install MySQL server. MySQL server. asked for confirmation and I typed yes. I hope you remember that we are performing all these commands on the root directory. Root directory is the directory that you see when you type cd. I'll show you. So type cd. This is the root directory. You can check the directory location at with pwd. It shows that you're at /root directory. Anyway, so the MySQL was installed. Let's check MySQL version. MySQL 8.0.39. Okay, that's good. Now let's start MySQL service. Then let's have a look at the status. See if it is running properly. Yes, MySQL is running properly. Now we're going to access MySQL. It does not have any password yet, so let's hit enter. We are inside MySQL. Now I'm going to create a password for the user root, MySQL root user. Okay, as you can see, the password has been set to your password, this one. For the MySQL root user, the password has been set to use your password. Okay, then we have to run this command /privileges. Alright, then we're going to create the database on which the exchange is going to work. So I named it your exchange, the database name. Create database your exchange. Alright, database has been created. Now let's quit from here. Now before quitting, let me show you the existing databases. SHOW databases, and as you can see, the your exchange database has been created. Now let's copy this, quit. I'm going to quit MySQL. Alright, now I'm back at the root directory. Now we will create a server block for admin panel. Let's assume that your domain is example.com. Then you will need a subdomain like admin.example.com. The front end or landing page will be served on example.com, and the backend or admin panel will be served on admin.example.com. And you need to point the domain and the subdomain to your server IP. Okay, so my domain and subdomain are named Tradexpro.xyz and admin.tradexpro.xyz. Okay, I'm going to serve exchange frontend on Tradexpro.xyz, and I'm going to serve backend or admin panel on admin.tradexpro.xyz. Alright, so I'll have to go to Nginx sites available folder. Copy this one and paste it. So now I'm at Nginx sites available folder. You can type L to see the contents. It has only one file named default. Okay, now nano admin.example.com. Alright, in this entire documentation, whenever you see that the codes are using something like example.com or admin.example.com, remember you will have to replace them with your domain and subdomain. Which means this nano command is now going to create a file named admin.example.com. okay, but we'll have to replace this name with our subdomain name. So instead of typing nano admin.example.com, what I will input is nano admin admin.tradexpro.xyz. Okay, so let's do this one. Nano space, in the place of admin.example.com I will put this one, admin.tradexpro.xyz. so that's that. I hit enter. A new file is being created with the name of admin.tradexpro.xyz. Good. Okay, after running this command, admin.example.com named empty file will be created. Place the following lines of codes on this file. Remember to replace admin.example.com with your actual subdomain. Okay, I did that. Now let's copy this part, this configuration part, from this bar to this bar. Okay, let's copy this one and paste it here. Okay, now on the Nano text editor, what you have to do after changing something, we'll have to type Control X. This is going to ask whether you want to save it. You will type Y for yes, and then it's asking for the file name. Is this a file name with which you want to save this contents? You will type enter, and then that those texts, those modifications were stored. Let me type this again, Nano. As you can see, all those texts that I just pasted have been saved. Let me get out again. I'll type Control X, but it didn't ask me for confirmation because I did not change a single character. So since I didn't change anything, so it did not ask for any confirmation. Okay, that's good. Now inside this config file, there are two places that have admin.example.com in it, this part and this part. So I'll have to replace these two parts with admin.tradexpro.xyz. so let's copy this one, and let me copy. Then let's go back to the terminal and open that file again. Okay, now these are the two parts that I need to change, so I'll use the keyboard to go to those locations, and then I'll paste it. Now listen, you're on Linux, Ubuntu, right? So on Ubuntu you'll have to use Control-Shift-V to paste, right? So Control-Shift-V, I pasted this content. Let's go to this part, and I'll have to change this as well. Right, Control-Shift-V to change this one. I have modified some contents. I'll type Control-X, and it's asking for confirmation. I will type Y, then I will hit enter. Now let's go back and check again. As you can see, these two parts have been modified. Okay, let me give you some brief idea about what these parts mean. The server name part, this part means that a request is going to, HTTP request is going to come from the domain admin.tradexpro.xyz, and when such HTTP request comes, Nginx will send that request to the project that exists on /var/www/admin.tradexpro.xyz/public. These are all folders or directories. Alright, so the project will be inside this directory. Alright, so you have said that. Let's check. It has been set. Let's get out of this file. Okay, So I have said this part. Save and exit nano using Ctrl X to close nano and typing Y to save. Then run the following command to create a soft link of the server block. Right. Nginx requires you to create a soft link of the server block that we just created from sites available folder to sites enabled folder. Let's copy this one and paste it here. Right, by mistake I brought empty space. Alright, now please note that there is a admin.example.com here. We're going to remove this part. We'll replace it with admin.tradexpro.xyz. Alright, I've changed that from admin.example.com to admin.tradexpro.xyz. Okay, what this did is, let me type double L. We have created this file admin.tradexpro.xyz on sites available directory. Now we'll go to sites enabled directory, cd / sites enabled. Yes, I'm at the sites enabled directory. Type double L again. Right, so I have created a soft link of admin.tradexpro.xyz on sites enabled directory, and these are showing in green because the soft link worked successfully. If it didn't work successfully, then it would display in red. Alright, let's go back. Right, whenever we change something with Nginx, a server block or a config file, we must restart Nginx. To do that, we'll run this one first, Nginx reload. Alright, then we'll do restart Nginx. Both of them happened successfully, otherwise they would show some errors. Now we have to restart P8.3 FPM as well. Okay, done that. Now we'll have to install Composer. Right, to do that we'll do cd. Right, I'll type cd myself. Let's go back, type cd and paste the first one. Right, sorry, I accidentally scrolled. We're here. We're going to install Composer. I have used this command sudo apt install curl. Right, now I'm going to use the command number 30 on zip. Okay, I'll type Y, I'll hit enter, then command number 31, and then this part downloads and installs Composer. Alright, Composer is installed. Let's type Composer and hit enter. I'll type Y, and as you can see, Composer is functional. So we have installed Composer. Okay, so when you bought the Tradexpro Exchange project from Code Canyon, they will allow you to download the project. Inside the project you will find 3 zip folders. I have that copy on my computer, and I have uploaded those files to my server. Let me show you. So here I'm inside the server. Let's go to /var /ww and list the files. Right, when you download the project file from Code Canyon, inside that project file, this will be probably a zip file. If you open that file, you'll find 3 more zip files. Okay, you'll find one named Tradexpro -admin portal. You will find another with the named Tradexpro -node wallet, and there will be another named Tradexpro.user portal. The Tradexpro -admin portal is for the admin panel project. Tradexpro -node wallet is the node wallet project, and Tradexpro -user portal is the user portal project. Okay. So when you have downloaded that from Code Canyon, you'll have to upload these files to your server. We prefer to upload this to /var /ww directory. Let me show you. pwd, right, /var /ww directory. This is where you will upload those files. Alright, so how you can upload that? It's easy. You can upload these files using FileZilla or any other similar provider in similar services who allow you to upload these files to your server. Okay, so you have uploaded them here at /var /ww. So let's go back. The documentation says open the compressed zip Tradexpro folder that you received from Code Canyon. Inside that there are 3 files named Tradexpro admin portal.zip, Tradexpro user portal.zip, and Tradexpro node wallet.zip. You'll have to upload these files to your server. You can use something like FileZilla to upload these files to your server. Okay, so we have already uploaded them to the server. On the server, navigate to the directory /var /ww and create 3 folders there with the names admin.example.com, example.com, and node wallet. Remember to replace example.com with your domain name. Okay, so we'll create 3 folders: admin.example.com, example.com, and node wallet. But I hope you remember that we will replace all these all the places that says example.com with your domain name or your subdomain name. In my case, my domain name is tradexpro.xyz and subdomain name is admin.tradexpro.xyz. Alright. So I will create those folders. Now unzip the contents of Tradexpro admin portal .zip and place them on the directory admin.example.com. So your admin panel project is now on /var /ww admin.example.com. Okay, so let's go to the terminal and let's unzip zip unzip Tradexpro admin. Unzip Tradexpro admin. Let's unzip it here. Unzip is complete. Type $L. Okay, so I see that Tradexpro -admin portal folder has been created. Let's get into that folder, Tradexpro folder. Okay, this is the backend admin panel project. So let's go back to the previous directory, Tradexpro folder. Alright, so according to the documentation, the admin panel project folder should be named admin.example.com. okay, so what I'm going to do is, in my case this is admin.tradexpro.xyz. I'll copy the name and I will simply rename this folder to that subdomain name. The rename command is mv then Tradexpro dash admin slash. Okay, so I'm going to rename this folder to this. Okay, I'm going to rename this Tradexpro dash admin portal folder name to admin.tradexpro.xyz, and this is the command, right? Hit enter and then click double L. Right, as you can see that folder has been renamed to admin.tradexpro.xyz. Alright, so as the documentation was saying that admin panel project is now on /var/www/admin.example.com. So my admin panel project is now on /var/www/admin.tradexpro.xyz. Alright, that part is done. Unzip the contents of the Tradexpro user portal zip and place them on the directory /var www.example.com. Okay, so I'm going to unzip the user portal. Unzip, this is the user portal project. I click enter. Unzipping is done. As you can see, Tradexpro user portal project has been created. Good. Now, so that user portal project is now on /var/www/example.com. So I'll need to get my domain name. This is the domain name. Let's copy it. example.com. Okay, so I'll rename this folder again mv. Let me paste this one at first and copy this one. So I have this folder with the name Tradexpro dash user portal. I'm going to rename this one Tradexpro dash user portal to Tradexpro.xyz. I'm going to rename this to Tradexpro.xyz. I hit enter. Let's see the folders. Alright, that folder has been renamed to Tradexpro.xyz. Okay, so now user portal is now on /var/www/example.com. Right now my user portal is at /var/www/tradexpro.xyz, this directory. Okay, let's go back. Now unzip the contents of the Tradexpro node wallet and place them on the directory node wallet. Okay, let's unzip that one. So unzip and node wallet. Unzip node wallet. Alright, unzip is done. Tradexpro node wallet, this is the project folder. We'll have to rename it to node wallet. Okay, node wallet mv. I'll rename it to node wallet. Let's copy this one. Okay, I'll rename this folder Tradexpro dash node wallet to node dash wallet slash. Okay, let's see the contents. Alright, so I have all three of my projects and I have renamed them all. Right now the backend project is on /var/www/admin.tradexpro.xyz. the user and front end project is on /var/www/tradexpro.xyz, and the node wallet project is on /var/www/node wallet directory. Okay, so I'm here. Then the /var/www directory would look like the following screenshot. Okay, let me see. Yes, this is what my directory looks like. Good. Now let's move to the next step. Now go to the directory of admin panel project and create a .env file with the following commands. Alright, I'll go there. So let's go to that directory. Cd admin. So I'm at right, I am at my admin panel project. I'm at my admin panel project. Let's create the env file. Right, an empty file with the name .env has been created. Now I'm going to put the contents of the env file. I'll copy it from here. Right. I have copied the contents. Let's put them here. And I hope you remember the process. I'll type Ctrl X to exit. It's asking me for confirmation. I want to save them. I will type Y. Then asking for the file name. I'll type simply enter. I'll type enter. Okay. So those contents have been saved. Let me open that file again. I've opened that file again. These are the contents. Now, as you can see, we have to place the subdomain name here at admin.example.com and the domain name here and the server IP. I also need to put the server IP here. Okay, the server at which my front-end and back-end project have been installed. Okay, so I'll have to put the server IP here. Let's get them. And I hope you remember that our database name, we named the database your exchange, and we used the password your password with camel case P, right? Your password. So these database credentials are functional with the database name your exchange and database password your password. We just have to change this domain, subdomain, and the IP. Okay, let's bring them. This is my subdomain name. Okay, so let's copy this subdomain name, this one, and paste it here at the place of admin.example.com. Okay, now let's get the domain name. This is the domain name, and place it here. Okay, that's my domain name. Now let's get the IP, server IP. This is my server IP. I'll place it here. Okay, I'll type Ctrl X and then hit Y and then hit enter. Let's see the changes that I have made. Alright, so I have put the admin panel subdomain, I have put the front end domain, and I have put the IP, server IP. Okay, so we are set for here. Now let me tell you, this IP is public IP, the public IP of your server. All right, now let's get out of this. Right, let's go to the next step. We have set the .env. Scroll down. Right, it says replace admin.example.com with your subdomain and example.com with your domain, and replace this number with your server IP. Then save and exit nano, and then continue with the following commands. Okay, this command, when we run this command, remember we are at the admin.example.com directory. That is, we are at the project directory where our admin panel project is located. Okay, we'll run this command on that directory. Okay, as you can see, you are at admin.tradexpro.xyz. We'll run this command on this directory. Right, what this command does is, this command asks for which version of PHP I want to use. Currently my VPS has only one version, so I do not have to choose from multiple options. If you had multiple PHP versions, you'd have to select which PHP you want to use on your server. Okay, so let's go back to the next step. And this command above allows you to select your desired version of PHP if multiple versions are installed. Select PHP 8.3 from that list and run the following commands. Okay, now I will run composer install. Right, we'll run composer install on admin.tradexpro.xyz, this admin panel project directory. We'll hit enter. I'll type Y for yes. Composer install is downloading all the packages related to the Laravel project, the admin panel Laravel project. Alright, it's complete. Let's get to the next step. These three commands provide some file permissions on the same directory, admin.tradexpro.xyz, where my admin panel project is located. I'll run these three commands for file permissions, and this is the third one. File permissions. Okay, then we'll have to run this PHP artisan key generate. This will create a generate a key for the Laravel project. Then we'll run this one, artisan migrate seed. What this will do, this will create all the tables. I'll type yes, Y for yes. This will create all the tables required for the exchange on the database. Okay, tables been created. Now PHP artisan passport install. This command does, it installs passport that is required for login. Okay, that's done. Now we'll install supervisor and we'll type cd. Why cd? Because we'll attempt to install it on the root folder. Okay, cd takes you back to the root folder. Good. This one, sudo apt update and install supervisor. Okay, supervisor is being installed. And it's done. Let's see if it's running properly. Yes, it's running. You have to type Q to exit its screen. Okay, then we're going to set the config file for supervisor, and that file exists on this directory etc/supervisor/confd. Right now it has no content. We will create this file cron.conf. Alright, nano cron.conf. Hit enter. Okay, after running this command, cron.conf named empty file will be created. Place the following lines of codes on this file. Remember to replace admin.example.com with your actual subdomain. Okay, good. Let's start copying this. So this is where it is, this is where it starts, and this is where it ends. I've copied those. Let's paste it here, then hit Ctrl X and then Y and then hit enter. Okay, those contents have been stored. Now one more thing they have asked is that make sure to replace admin.example.com with your actual subdomain. My actual subdomain is admin.tradexpro.xyz. I'll copy this one. I will open that file again, and as you can see on this block I have admin.example.com. I've replaced that one. Let's go to the next one. Next one is here. I have replaced it here as well. Let's go to the next one. I have replaced it here. There are two more places. Replace it here. And replace it here. Okay, I think that's it. Type Ctrl X, Y, and then hit enter. Okay, let's check if we've done everything correctly. So admin.tradexpro.xyz, good. admin.tradexpro.xyz, admin.tradexpro.xyz, and admin.tradexpro.xyz, admin.tradexpro.xyz. Good, these are done. Let's go to the next step. The next step is that save and exit nano, then run the following command to reload the supervisor and install Redis. Okay, we'll go to cd. You're at the root directory, supervisor ctl update, done that. Reload, done that. ctl status, right. As you can see, they are running, all of them. There are 5 blocks, all of them running properly inside supervisor. If one of them failed, it would show that it's not running. Okay, now we're going to install Redis. Okay, Redis is important for queue management. Install Redis server. I'll type Y. Right, then let's start Redis. Redis started. Let's see its status. It's running all the status command that ends up with this blocked white part and does not let you type anything in this location. So you can type Q and it will exit to the command prompt. Okay. Now in this position this ends your admin panel backend installation. You can open admin panel by placing admin.example.com on the address bar of your browser. You can log in as admin. Okay, let's go there. I will copy my subdomain name and paste it on this browser. Yes, the admin panel project is visible. You can log in as the admin with the username admin@email.com and password 123456. Password 123456. Okay, after login, okay, 123456, let's click login. All right, just after entering the email and password, I have been redirected to this page where it's asking for my purchase code. Verify invite a purchase code. Okay, after login you will be redirected to the following screen. This is screen, right? This is screen. You have to enter your Tradexpro Exchange purchase code on this screen and hit the verify code button. Right, so this purchase code, you have bought the Tradexpro Exchange from Code Canyon. During the download, on the download screen where you can download this code, you'll also be able to download the license of your purchase. Inside that license, it would be probably a PDF. Inside that license you will find your purchase code. Okay, we need that purchase code. If this purchase code is valid, you will be redirected to admin panel dashboard. Okay, note that this code verification screen will appear only the first time that you are trying to log in to your admin panel. If you put the correct purchase code, this screen will never appear again. Alright, so let's get the purchase code. I have my purchase code right here. Okay, so I go to the project installer screen and I enter my purchase code. Okay, good, I hit verify purchase code. Now this screen redirected me to my login page again. Okay, so I'll have to log in again. Wait, 1 2 3 4 5 6, then I'll hit sign in. Okay, it's asking me for purchase code again. Okay, these screens, they will loop for once or twice. Okay, these screens will loop for once or twice. I'll copy my purchase code again. I'll paste the purchase code and click verify code, and then I will log into my admin panel again. Log into my admin panel again, and as you can see, I have successfully logged into my admin panel. Okay, which means that the purchase code checking process is complete. Now as you can see that this process actually forced me to loop between this screen and admin panel login screen at least twice. So you'll face the same situation. Don't worry, you just have to keep following the process. You will have to enter the purchase code, and then you'll have to come back to admin panel login screen and input the login credentials again. You may have to do this 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times, and when it's done, and that's it, you will never have to input your purchase code again. Okay, let me show you. Let me just log out and then log in. admin@email.com 2 3 4 5 6, then I click sign in. Okay, So the purchase code has been registered and you have successfully verified that your purchase code is valid. Okay, when you have your come this far, let me go to the coin list. Two coins have already been added by default, BTC and USDT. And we'll have to click update coin rate because right now the prices have not been updated. Click update coin rate. Good. uh, right, we'll go to coin pairs. It hasn't been updated yet. We'll go to coin pairs. We'll click add new pair. Right, remember USDT is the most popular base coin. As a base coin we'll select USDT, and as a pair coin we'll select BTC. Okay, then we'll right, get the latest price from API. Yes, for BTC USDT the latest price will be available from API. The base coin is USDT. The most popular base coin is USDT. Right, then I click save. BTC USDT coin pair has been created. Let's make this one the default. Right, then let's click the chart icon. What this does, this will bring some initial chart data from an API. Right, chart data has been brought. Let's go back to coin list. As you can see, the prices are now in sync. Prices now in sync. Good. So what this does, this ends the installation of the admin panel part. Okay, so we have successfully installed the admin panel. Let me tell you one more thing. As you can see right now, the admin.tradexpro.xyz, it does not have HTTPS before it. It has only HTTP, which means we have not installed any SSL certificate for the domain or subdomain yet. And we'll use an easy way. We'll use certbots, that is Let's Encrypt's certbot provided SSL certificate for our domain and subdomain. When I do that, there will be HTTPS before this domain subdomain URL, and it will show, or it will display as secure connection. Okay, now let's attempt to install the Exchange frontend. Okay, so I'm here. Navigate to the root directory and run the following commands to install Node.js, npm, pm2 and yarn. Okay, copy this one. Good. Copy this one and enter. Copy the next one. Enter. Copy the next one. Enter. We are installing Node.js. Copy this one. Alright, Node.js I think is installed. Let's look at this Node version. Node version is 20. Let's use this npm version. npm version is 10. This is good. Now we're going to install yarn. Copy the next one. Node npm. Right, copy the next one. Okay, I need sudo apt update because a new repository has been added, and then install yarn. Alright, yarn has been installed. Let's look at the version. 1.2.22.22. This is good. We're going to install PM2. PM2 is a process manager. What it does is when you run something on PM2, you can put that in background so that this process keeps running even when we close this terminal. PM2, right, PM2 has been installed. So PM2, like I said, is a process manager. Let's assume that we want to keep a process running in the background, so we run that on PM2, and when we close this terminal, that process keeps running on PM2 in the background. Okay, we're going to create Nginx server block for the front-end project. We'll go to the Nginx sites available directory, look at the contents. We'll create a server block with the name of the domain example.com. In the place of example.com, I'll bring Tradexpro.xyz. Then I'll have to use nano, right. After running this command, example.com named empty file will be created. Place the following lines of code in this file. Remember to replace example.com with your actual domain. Okay, copy this one, paste it here, hit Ctrl X and Y, then hit enter. Okay, now I need to replace example.com with my domain name, that is here, Tradexpro.xyz. Copy this one and let's open that file again, nano. I'll have to replace it here, Tradexpro.xyz. I'll have to replace that here as well, xyz. I'll hit Ctrl X, Y, hit enter. Let's open that again, Tradexpro.xyz, Tradexpro.xyz. Okay, it has been set. Let's Ctrl X and hit enter. Right, so let's move to the next one. Save and exit nano using Ctrl X and typing Y to save. Run the following commands to create soft link of this file and reload Nginx. Yes, I need to create a soft link of this file. Let's paste it, and remember we have to copy this Tradexpro.xyz because inside this command there is example.com. I will replace it and hit enter. The three files are here and the short link files are available at /sites enabled. Yes, the short link has been created successfully. Now let's reload Nginx. Restart Nginx. And then look at the status. engine is functioning properly. Good. Right, now you're going to create a .env file for the front-end project. To do that, we'll have to go to the front-end project directory. So I'll go to cd/var/ww, hit enter, then hit double L. Inside my /var/ww folder directory, I have this front-end project directory. Okay. Right, cd front-end project directory, hit enter, double L. This is the front-end project. I'll create the .env file here. I'll paste it here, .env. After running this command, .env named empty file will be created. Place the following lines of codes on this file. Remember to replace admin.example.com with your actual subdomain and example.com with your actual domain. Okay, let's copy it. Copy this one. Okay, and paste it here. Control X and hit Y, then hit enter. Now I have to, let's open this file again. Let's bring the subdomain name. Subdomain name is this one, admin.tradexpro.xyz. Let's replace it on the first line. Right, on the second line it is here. Remember, you only have to replace the places, the characters, the sections that have admin.example.com. This line, for example, it has also /app/test. You do not remove those, you only replace this part, admin.example.com, with your subdomain. And there is this one as well. Okay, I've replaced all of the subdomains with admin.tradexpro.xyz. Let's go here and copy the front-end project name, domain name, and I'm going to place here. Okay, Control V. Right, so I place that. Then comes right your app name. Let's change this app name to Tradexpro Exchange. Because my exchange name is Tradexpro Exchange, that's why. CHANGE. Okay, good. Then we'll have to do that here as well. Tradexpro sorry, okay. Right, so this is the things that you need to change. Control X, Y, enter. Let's check. admin.tradexpro.xyz, good. admin.tradexpro.xyz, okay. admin.tradexpro.xyz, alright. Again, tradexpro.xyz, okay. Then the name, we renamed it to Tradexpro Exchange, alright. Then we rename the SEO title to Tradexpro Exchange and SEO description to cryptocurrency exchange, etc, etc. Okay, all these things look very good. Control X. Let's move to the next stage, next step. Save and exit nano. Run the following commands to build and serve the front end. Okay, so yarn install. This yarn install command, you have to run this on the front end project folder. My front end project folder is at /var/www/tradexpro.xyz. This is where you run this yarn install. This command will download all the packages required for this Next.js project, and it might take some time depending on the network connectivity speed of your server. Alright, so next we go and run yarn build. This command yarn build, this is the command that you also have to run on the front end project folder /var/www/tradexpro.xyz. This is where my front end project is located, and let me tell you, this is a command that takes time to execute. It is building the entire Next.js project. It would take maybe 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Alright, yarn build command has completed. Okay, it has been built. Now we will start the front end project. We'll run the front end project with pm2. Okay, with this command. I copied it. Remember, this command also has to be run on the front end project folder. My front end project is at /var/www/tradexpro.xyz. This is the folder where my front end project has been is located and has been built. So I'll run this command on this directory, and the front end project has been run on pm2. We'll use pm2 list. Right, so the project is running. Okay. Then run the following commands to install Let's Encrypt free SSL certificates for your domain and subdomain. Okay, right, we need SSL certificate. Alright, cd to get to the main root directory, and then this one, then this one, then this one, okay, it is done. Then this one, then this one. This is installing the classic certbot. This is for creating a short link. And now we run the certbot. Okay, when I run the certbot, it will require an email, my email. Let's copy this. This is our email. Okay, I paste the email. This email is required because they will ask or send emails whenever this domain or subdomain SSL certificates need to be renewed. Okay, so hit enter. I type Y, then hit enter. I type Y, then hit enter. It is asking me for which domain or subdomains do you want to install the SSL certificates. Okay, I need this for both of these domains. To select all of these domains, you have to simply click enter. You simply have to hit the enter. I did that. It's requesting for a certificate for those domain and subdomain. Those have been created successfully. Right, this command will ask for your email. Then follow the steps that are displayed by certbot and the SSL certificates will be installed. Then you can open your landing page or user front end by placing example.com on the address bar of your browser. Okay, and login at as user@email.com. Okay, we'll do that. Now we have installed the certbot, right? So far this was not secure connection. Let's reload this admin panel project. As you can see, the admin panel subdomain is now completely secure with HTTPS before the domain or subdomain name. Okay, let's copy the Tradexpro XYZ domain and hit enter. Right, the exchange front end has also been served. As you can see, it has also been served. I already am logged in. Let's log out. Okay, so I click login and then user@email.com. Right, one, it has been set on 1 2 3 4 5 6. I click enter. Login successful. I'm here. Good. Okay, so this is the front end. Now there is one more part required. Now let's run the node wallet project that handles all the deposits and withdrawals. Okay, I'll go to the node wallet project directory with this command. Yes, I'm there. cp.tnv.example. What this command does is this command copies the content of this .env.example file and creates a .env file with this. Okay, let's hit double L. As you can see, the .env file has been created. Let's have a look at that file. We are not going to edit anything, we just want to see it. .env. Alright, so the .env has been created. I'll hit Ctrl X. So .env has been created. We need to run yarn install inside this node wallet project. Okay, I hope you can see that I am on my node wallet project directory. I am at /var/ww/node wallet project. Then I hit yarn install. It's downloading all the packages for this node wallet project. Now on this directory, to run the node wallet project and keep it running on the PM2 process manager. Okay, we have to run this command to keep the node wallet project running with PM2. But please remember, you have to be on this node wallet project directory to run this command. Okay, /var/ww/node wallet, and I hit enter. This project has been run. Let me check with PM2 list. This project is running. Good, this project is running. Now we have this command to see if the project is functioning properly, the node wallet project, curl. Right, so the curl command is giving some output. Since it's giving some output, so the project is running properly. Status false, message key not provided, data empty. If the node wallet project is running properly, this command will output status false, message key not provided, data empty. And that's it. Tradexpro Exchange installation is complete. Okay, Tradexpro Exchange installation is complete. Let's go to the Exchange front end. Let's look at the spot trading page. So this was our admin panel, and this is the spot trading page. Spot trading page for BTC USDT, and that's it. You can exit from your terminal. Alright.